Beloved soul, if you are hearing this right now, it is not an accident. Heaven has brought you here. The angels have been watching over your journey. They have seen the prayers you whispered in secret. They have felt the longing in your heart, and today they are here with a message. Your future spouse is closer than you think. This is not just another video. This is a divine appointment, a moment heaven set aside for you to hear truth. So before we begin, I want you to take a deep breath. Open your heart and lean in. Type "I am ready" in the comments to claim this word. Tap like as your act of agreement with heaven. Subscribe to Angel's Message Motivation so you never miss a divine message meant for your life. Now, let's begin this journey together. Your future spouse is closer than you think, not just in distance, not just in time, but in readiness. They are not somewhere far away, lost in confusion. They are being guided, even now, by the same hand of God that is guiding you. This connection is not an accident waiting to happen. It is a promise being fulfilled. Every step you have taken, even the ones that felt like detours, has been leading you here. They are in your orbit. Your paths are aligning. The gap between you is closing. It's not just about meeting. It's about being prepared to recognize each other. And that is what God has been doing. On both sides, they have been asking God the same questions you have. Lord, how will I know? Am I ready? Can I truly love and be loved? And God has been answering them in quiet ways. Through dreams they can't shake, through signs they can't ignore, through a sudden awareness that something is about to change, and now it's your turn to feel that same awareness. The angels say, pay attention. You will begin to notice moments that feel different, an unshakable peace in your spirit, an unexpected encounter, a name that keeps appearing. These are not random. They are clues. They are alignment. Do not think of this as something far away. Think of it as something unfolding right now, because your future spouse is already moving toward you. They are walking into the spaces God has prepared for them. They are leaving behind the things that once held them back. And soon, you will see the evidence for yourself. The waiting is shifting into walking. The praying is shifting into living the answer. And when you meet, you will know. This was God all along. We have felt your absence, even without knowing your name, even without holding your hand, even without hearing your voice. They have felt the empty space you are meant to fill. At times, they tried to distract themselves. They chased things that were never meant to last. But nothing satisfied, because nothing else was you, the angels say. They are beginning to understand why nothing else worked. It wasn't bad luck. It was divine protection. Every no in their life was God keeping the space open for you. Every closed door was heaven's way of reserving the right one. They are not perfect, but they are becoming prepared. And God is not sending them to you empty. They are coming with lessons learned. They are coming with a heart that has been tested. They are coming with a love that knows the cost of commitment. And you are not the same person you were before either. You have been refined. You have been healed in places you thought would stay broken. You have been given wisdom that will protect this love. When the angels look at you both, they see two lives ready to converge, two roads meeting at a divine intersection, two hearts that will recognize each other without hesitation. and that moment is not far. It is closer than you think. So don't look at your life and assume it's empty. Look at your life and realize it's clearing space. Space for the person God promised. You are not missing out. You are being positioned. They have already started, preparing in ways they don't even realize. They are making choices now that lead directly to you. They are saying yes to things they once avoided. They are stepping into places they never thought they'd go, and those steps are bringing them into alignment, right where heaven wants them, right where they will find you. The angels are arranging divine appointments, unexpected conversations, moments that feel ordinary but carry eternal weight. You might meet through something simple, an invitation, an errand, a shift in your routine, or you may already know them. But only now will God open your eyes to see them differently. Because timing matters, and now the timing is right. You will not have to guess. You will not have to beg God for a sign. When you see them, when you speak to them, when you feel the peace they carry, you will know. They will recognize you too. It will be a knowing that doesn't need explanation, a connection that feels like home. This love is not coming to confuse you. It is coming to confirm you. There were times you felt forgotten, as if God had skipped over your name. But the truth is God was protecting you from anything that wasn't His best, and His best takes time. It takes preparation. It takes both hearts being ready to choose each other every single day. Your future spouse is not just looking for anyone. They are looking for you, even if they don't yet know your name. And God is answering both of your prayers at the same time. You may have thought you were waiting alone, but you were actually waiting together, just in different places. Now those places are about to collide. Your seasons are about to merge. Your stories are about to intertwine. So keep your heart open. Keep your spirit listening. Keep your steps in sync with God's leading. Because the angels are moving, and they say this clearly. Your future spouse is closer than you think. Right now, there is a stirring in the spirit. You can feel it if you pause long enough, that quiet sense that something is about to change. The angels say, that's not your imagination, that is alignment, that is heaven's preparation. You have been walking in faith for so long, holding onto a promise you could not yet see. But what was invisible is about to take shape. Your future spouse is already in motion. Their heart is turning toward you. Their steps are being directed. Their path is narrowing. They may not know the destination yet, but God does, and you are the destination. There are places in your life that have felt empty lately, spaces that once held people who left, moments that feel too quiet, days that feel routine. But heaven says, those spaces are not empty by accident. They have been cleared to make room for this person. So when they arrive, they won't be met with clutter, they'll be met with space to belong. They are coming with their own story, a story filled with lessons, a story touched by God's hand, a story that will weave perfectly into yours. When they show up, they won't come to complete you, because you are already whole in Christ. They will come to complement you, to walk beside you, to build something that glorifies God, and you won't have to force it. Because the right one fits. There is something else the angels want you to know. Your meeting will not just be about romance. It will be about purpose. You two together will carry something powerful, a mission, a light that the world needs to see. That's why the wait felt so long, because God wasn't just preparing you for love. He was preparing you for purpose. The enemy tried to stop this. He tried to discourage you. He tried to plant doubt in your mind that this would ever happen. But every time you stayed in faith, you pushed this promise closer. Now, heaven is saying, this season is shifting. The introduction is coming. The moment is drawing near. It could be through a familiar face. It could be through an unexpected invitation. It could even be in a place you've been many times before, but this time, something will be different. The way your eyes meet, the way your spirit settles, the way the Holy Spirit whispers, "This is the one." You will feel peace. They will feel peace. And the search will end, because what God has joined together, no one can separate. So hold on. Not for years, not for decades, but for the short space between now and the moment you meet. Your future spouse is closer than you think. And heaven is already smiling over the day your hearts finally meet. If this word speaks to your spirit, type "I am ready" in the comments to claim it. Tap like as a sign of agreement with heaven. The angels are showing me something. It's a picture of two paths, winding separately for years, each with its own hills, its own valleys, its own battles and blessings. And now, those paths are bending toward one another. The space between them is shrinking. The air between them is charged with destiny. That is where you are, moments away from convergence. Your future spouse doesn't just happen to be nearby. They are being drawn in by the hand of God. Every decision they are making right now, every door they are choosing to walk through, every old tie they are cutting is part of the orchestration that leads them to you, and you, beloved, are walking through the same orchestration. Every delay you didn't understand, every plan that changed suddenly, every person who left, it all plays a role in this timing. Do not underestimate God's ability to arrange a meeting. He doesn't need months of planning. He can shift one moment in a day, and your entire life changes. One unexpected turn, one seat you didn't plan to take, one conversation you didn't expect to have, and suddenly you're face to face with the one you've prayed for. The angels say your spirits already know each other, even if your minds do not. That's why when you meet, it will feel like recognition, not introduction. It will feel like home. Like an exhale you didn't know you were holding. They will look at you, and it will be as if a missing piece just fell into place. And here is something you need to hear. You won't have to prove yourself. You won't have to earn their love. Through performance, they will see you for who you truly are, because God will open their eyes to your heart, and your heart has been prepared for theirs. You've learned how to love without fear. You've learned how to stand without begging for validation. You've learned how to protect your peace, and they will cherish that peace. They will not come to disrupt it. They will come to add to it. This is why the angels have been guarding you from distractions, from people who speak well but cannot love well, from situations that look promising but are not God's promise, because your future spouse is worth the wait. Right now, they might be feeling the same stirring you are, the same restless expectation, the same sense of something's coming. They might not even connect it to you yet, but heaven does. In quiet moments, they have prayed for you. They have asked God to protect you. They have wondered if you're okay, and those prayers have reached heaven. They've been heard, they've been stored, and they've been answered. Soon, you will hear those prayers from their own lips. You'll realize they were praying for you long before they knew your name. And when you do, you'll understand. God was writing your love story in His book before you were born. This connection is not chance. It is covenant, and the angels are making sure it happens in a way that no one can undo. Beloved, what God has spoken over you will not fail. The angels are already in motion. Your paths are already aligning. Your heart is already being prepared for this sacred union. Your future spouse is not far. They are closer than you think, and heaven is smiling over the moment you finally meet. Keep your heart open, stay in prayer, and walk with faith, because the promise is on its way. If this word stirred your spirit, type, "I receive this" in the comments to seal it in faith. Tap like to agree with heaven's timing. Subscribe to Angel's Message Motivation so you don't miss the next word God has for you. And give a super thanks if you feel led to plant into this prophetic release. Remember, God's timing is never late, and you are standing on the edge of your answered prayer.